Okay, we just got our new fork in and we're going to install it on the bike here. It's nothing special. It's this brand called Bucklos. We just found it on Amazon. It seemed to have decent reviews. It's kind of a budget fork. It wasn't too expensive, but it does have top lockout. There's no rebound adjustment, but it does have preload adjustment here on this other side. I'm wondering, it's made to fit a 9mm quick release. Our wheels are not a quick release wheel, it's just a screw-on wheel, so I'm curious to see if it's going to work. I think it should, but stay tuned to see how that's going to work. So we're going to get started on the install. We're going to take the old one off, put the new one on. We ordered a new upper headset, and hopefully that eliminates the play or the kind of the slop in this. Okay, I just need to remove the brake caliper from the bike to get this fork off. Okay, here I am removing the factory headset. This is the upper headset. Well, that will be replaced. Okay, so what we're doing, this isn't a necessary step, but because this has so much play in it, I bought a new headset. This is from Fun, and the size here, if you can see, is the ZS44 28.6. 44 is the millimeter across, so luckily I saw what the specs were. So what I have to do is I have to press this. This is like a cup or a bearing race that holds the upper bearing. And what this comes with, it has this bearing race here. It has a sealed bearing, which is much better quality than the one that it comes with. And then it has this spacer and then a top cap. These all have like grommets and like O-rings on them to keep dirt out of the bearing. So what we have to do is I just got a flat blade screwdriver and I just popped out this old bearing race from the top. We're going to reuse the bottom. So I have to press this in. I'm just using this. This is actually a bearing puller from a vehicle. So I'm just assembling it like this. Come on, bike up. I love that. Okay, like that. Okay, then on the bottom side, we're going to see this here. Putting this grease on here so it'll slide on a little easier. Okay, hand me the wrenches, Zachary. Okay. Okay, so as I tighten this bearing press, it's going to press that upper cup down into the head tube of the bike. Okay, see how that's pressed in there now? Okay. Okay, I'm just comparing the new fork to the old one that's on the tire, and I just need to see how it measures up and see how much I need to cut off the steer tube of the new one. And I'm gonna err on the side of cutting it a little bit too long. Okay, we're gonna cut this one at 7 inches. This will give us a little wiggle room. The other one's 6.5, but they're not the exact same size on the bottom part. So we're just going to cut this at 7, and then if it's a little bit higher than the last one, we can just make up the height with spacers. So there's really not a lot of risk in cutting it a little too long. I'm just using this hacksaw. This takes a while, but it's the easiest way to make sure that you do it straight. So here's what we're doing. We have to install the star nut. It requires a special tool or taking it to a bike shop to get this done. I'm not going to do that, nor am I going to buy a special tool. This is kind of the ghetto way to get it done. So get a screwdriver that will fit into the tube, which this one does. Okay, and then get a nut, like a little, just a regular nut that would fit in through there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure the screwdriver can fit through the hole of the star nut, the threaded hole. And then what this screw here is gonna, or the nut's gonna do, is it's just gonna allow these ends to kind of flare up as I'm tapping it in. So I'm gonna get a hammer. Basically just kind of like tap it in.
Just tap it in. Give it a little tappy. Tap, tap, tap-a-roo.
So you kind of have to like bend the screwdriver a little bit if it needs to go one way or the other. So it wants to go in a little bit crooked. Okay, got the first layer in. Okay, the second layer is about to hit here, so I'm gonna move it over just a little bit, just 'cause it's. Going in, it looks pretty straight actually, so I'm just gonna keep put down a little further. If I look at the old fork, I'm just gonna see how far it is down in comparison. Let me see, bring the old fork over here, guys. So you can see there, I got it tapped in, so it's ready to install. Now the only thing I need to transfer over, see on the old fork here, because I didn't buy a new bottom headset piece. I'm just going to reuse the old one because this has the adapter to, fit inside of the head tube. So I'm just going to tap this off. I'm going to reuse this part, and then we have the new bearing and everything for the top. Okay, so see how that just popped right off? So we're just going to transfer this to the new fork. A hammer just to try to evenly tap it down. Grease this bottom bearing. Here we put our bearing in. And then this is just a little spacer that keeps it. This was a spacer that kind of came with it. You might wanna So this is where the last one was. So see, this one's just about that much taller than the last one. So then all we do is get more. We just put another spacer on the top. So this new headset should, we press the new headset in. Yeah. It should now not allow it so like it's all sloppy. This is screwing into that star nut to hold the tube from falling down. All right, so I was concerned that this wheel wasn't going to work, but it works fine. It just is going to tighten on there. It's not a quick release system, but we just have these bolts that are just tightening it together, so I think it'll work good. All right, that's good.
Oh yeah, that works.
Okay, on the last bike, there was these little notches in the frame or in the fork here that these washers hooked into, kind of as a way to hold it in. So we reused the same washers. We just left them in the opening here. I think it should work. Should work pretty good. Now we just got to install the brakes, and make sure we get that set up right here. The other fork had like an adapter plate on here. We just have to. We're not going to need that. This already has the correct spacing on it. Wait a minute. How's this one? Is this one on the outside? This is on the outside. It looks like it's... Yeah, so it looks like we just... Where's the screw? Give me the screws, or the bolts that hold this on there.
Do you need this?
Yeah, that'll be the last thing we do. So we got to run it through. Let's see. Interesting. Okay. How many of the other? Need more spacers.
Please. It's like
Yeah, we're gonna need all of them, I think, because this won't. I turn it off. Turn off the camera. All right, so we have this all done. We got the brakes back on and working. These are going to get replaced next week, so stay tuned for a brake upgrade on this. But overall, this is a decent upgrade. You know, this isn't the highest quality fork. You know, it still is a little bouncy, but it's not like falling apart like the last one. So I think this is probably good for our purposes. We don't, you know, my son who's riding this bike, he's not doing a lot of mountain biking. He's just riding around the neighborhood, so not a huge concern. If he gets into more of that, you know, this fork might need to be upgraded a little bit, but overall pretty happy. I'm very happy with this upper headset. That was the fun upper headset that I used, and that just pressed right into this thing, and this thing is solid. Like in my last video, if you see like when you would put on the front brake, the whole upper part would just shake around inside of the tube here. So now with that new headset pressed in there with a solid bearing and spacer, and I mean it's solid. So I'm really happy with that. That you can upgrade without upgrading the fork. You can just get that same upper headset and press that in, and you know, use the old fork if you want to, and just to make it fit a lot better, a lot smoother with the bearing, sealed bearing in there. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. Be sure to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and then stay tuned in the video we're gonna get next week. The brakes are on their way in. We're gonna upgrade those to a hydraulic brake and kind of see where we're at. And then in that video too, we'll do just kind of a cost breakdown of the bike and the parts, and just kind of see if it was worth it and go from there. All right, thanks.